Sorry. Okay, so yes, you can blame Amy for making y'all get up early on a Saturday and tune into this, but we are really excited to be kicking off basically the last 90 days, last quarter of the year.
Yep.
And we wanted to specifically do it this weekend and get you guys started super strong on this last quarter of the year, because a lot of times what we hear is, you know, you might have gone through a little bit of a lull during the fall. Back to school season always tends to be a little bit slower. And what we've seen in the past is some people put on the brakes because they're like, well, you know, it's the end of the year. I'll get started January 1st again, right? How many times have we all said that? But I will tell you this. Momentum season kicks back in right now. I ranked Sapphire and Diamond October and November. My husband ranked Emerald in October. She ranked Emerald in October.
Mm-hmm.
Almost every single jewel on our team was birthed in this last 90 days of the year. So I want to encourage you guys that this could be the biggest thing to happen to your 2021. So we have a decision right now that we can go all in, or we can pump the brakes. And I was telling Amy the other day, it always reminds me of, you know, when you go in, if you're on a health kick or something along those lines, and you go into the weekend and maybe you go out, you have some birthday cake or Mexican food, margaritas or something like that, and you're like, well, the whole weekend is shot. I'll start again on Monday, right? Yeah. And instead of just making the very next meal a good decision, you have sabotaged yourself and had to start over again. And so that's what I view this as, is, you know, you may have fallen off the wagon, so to speak, with your business over the last couple months, and now we're ready to run again, and you can lean in and make some, let me admit, some people, you can lean in right now and have just incredible success through these last 90 days, and then start your 2021.
Yes.
Thank goodness.
Yes.
Praise the Lord, right? Start your 2021 on a very different place in your business, in momentum instead of paused, and just have just such a different start to your year. So we're going to be very prescriptive today. We're going to have a lot of fun today. I'm going to go through a little bit of how the structure of today is going to go, and then Amy's going to talk about a few key points as well. But the structure today is going to be, we're obviously on here welcoming you guys. We have 3 amazing trainers that are going to train on some very pointed and actionable and just really great kind of meaty trainings for your business, that you're going to be able to take some action items instantly, and we're going to give you those action items to then have a 30-minute break between each trainer and actually go and put those things into play within your business. This is going to kick off our last 90 days, and on our team, we are doing a 90-day push. We're doing a last 90, and so every single day we're being very prescriptive in your business, giving you action items and tangibles. Sorry, I have a dog trying to break in this room. Action items and tangibles that are going to, you know, every single day to just kind of give you that structure in your business to make it plug and play and super easy.
Yeah.
So, Amy, do you want to take it away?
Yes, I am super excited because, you know, even if you're not going for a rank in the next 90 days, what we do in these next 90 days determines our January, February, March. And even if you are, let's say we are going for a rank, that also means you set up now in January, February, March, then your team also is going to have all of these fabulous ranks. So before we get into the training today, though, I want to do some prep work. We've got 4 steps to prep that are really going to get you going for the rest of the day for the other trainers, but then also get you set for the last 90 days of the year. Whether today is your first day and you're brand new to this business, or you're like us and you've been doing it, gosh, 5, 6, 7 years, all of the next 4 steps are really important. So I actually have gotten my last 90 days notebook. I encourage everyone to get a fresh notebook and really be serious about these next 90 days. So the first thing though, and you've heard it before, is your why, right? Everyone has to have a why. And it's even more important, I think, when you've been doing this for a while, to go revisit that. My why in the beginning was so black and white, and I knew exactly what it was. My why was to get out of my commute And my why was to just prove to people that I could be a jewel. And that drove me. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but it didn't matter. My why drove me to show up every single day and do the work, even when I didn't want to. Because listen, we're not always going to be motivated. Motivation is an emotion. It's fleeting. It's unreliable. You have to be disciplined. And your why is what's going to get you and keep you disciplined. So what is your why? Okay, maybe you're sharing Plexus because it seems fun. Maybe you want to get your products paid for, or maybe you've caught that vision and you want to hit a big rank and you want to make, $20,000 a month, whatever that why is. I want you to write it down in your notebook, but then I want you to put some emotion behind it, right? What does it mean to you? If you accomplish that why, what does it mean? How does it change? What does it look like? And put some emotion to that why, okay? Because knowing it is essential. We also, on the break, I'll put a video in the chat. There's a Simon Sinek video about knowing your why in your business, and it's a really, really good video. So that's the first prep step. The second step we want you guys to do is we're going to rewrite our fear stories, and we're going to let go of these limiting beliefs today, okay? We all have them. I will tell you my personal story. Ever since I did not, so I'm a sapphire in the company. I've wanted to be diamond since I hit sapphire back in 2016. And when it didn't happen on the timeline that I thought it should, I started telling myself a story that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't successful, that no one wanted to join me on this. And those are those fear stories and limiting beliefs that have since then, guess what? Self-fulfilling prophecy held me back from being a diamond. So today in your notebook, you're going to write down, what are your fear stories? Okay, what are they? And then we're going to let go of them. Because guys, you are enough. You can do it. Everyone in this company can have success. Though, it comes with that mindset. You can have all the trainings. You can show up today on Blitz Day. You could do all the actions that we're laying out. You can do all the actions the trainers are going to lay out today. You could message 100 people today. But if you don't have that mindset, that none of that is going to matter. You have to let go of those limiting beliefs, right? So I want us to let go of them, and we're going to rewrite whatever those fear stories are today, okay? The third prep step that we want everyone to do, though, is we're going to dream big. We're going to go back to dreaming big, and this is way beyond a rank, okay? So what is something that you want to do? And if you think it's crazy, that's what you write down, okay? Some of you know my story. Last year, my husband and I took off. He took a year off of work. We sold our house and we traveled the country in an RV on a 365-day vacation. If you had told me that was possible in 2015 when I first joined Plexus, I would have said, you're crazy. I wouldn't have even written it down. That was a pipe dream. But with Plexus, those pipe dreams are possible. So in your notebook, on your piece of paper, I want you to dream big. What is it? Maybe you want to go on a 4-week vacation out west. Maybe you would love to pay off your mortgage, be debt-free. Maybe you want your kids to not have to pay for college. Maybe you just really want like that car and you want to pay for it in cash or put in a pool. Whatever it is, write down that dream. Put a number to it, okay? What is the number? If you need to go on a 4-week vacation, how much money do you need? Put a number to it, and then we're gonna put some emotion behind it. And think in your notebook and write it down. And when I first started Plexus, I remember Sarah would say, write your goals down, write your vision. And I'd be like, that is so silly. Why am I writing this stuff down? I just wanna do the work. But guys, there's something about writing it down, putting it out into the universe, and putting that emotion behind it that's going to keep you driven to work even that much harder to get it, right?
And what I love is what she said is putting that emotion behind it. So that vacation that you guys are, if that's your goal, what does that represent to you? Like when you are envisioning that vacation and that day that you get to go on it, or the day that you break ground for your pool or whatever it is, chances are it's not a pool, it's not a vacation, it's probably about your family. And what is that emotion that you're feeling when you're with your family? Is it contentment? Is it peace? Is it love? Is it joy? whatever that is, that's actually your why. That's what you're in pursuit of in this business, is actually the emotion attached to what the money will bring to you, but it's fulfillment within your life in a certain way. And so it's a very different way of looking at your why, because at first I always looked at my why as, oh, I want to send my kids to private school, or I want, these specific things. But what I figured out along the way is it was always about my kids. It was always togetherness and peace. Like, those were my things, peace and togetherness. And so, that's kind of the why, and the freedom and those types of things. So we just want you guys to kind of define that, so it defines your actions towards it.
Yeah. And a great kind of exercise when you're looking to find that is when you figure out what maybe your why is and your goal or your vision, then ask yourself, why is that important? And ask yourself that question 5 different times, right? Well, why do you want to be debt-free? Why is that important? Well, it'd be nice to not be stressed all the time. Well, why is it important to not be stressed all the time? Well, I really would like to not argue all the time, right, about money. Well, why is it important, right? So just keep asking yourself, and you will drill down to what Sarah's talking about. What she finally found is that hers, it's to be together and have peace in her home, right? So these are really, really important things. But then the last step, guys, and this is so huge, especially in this day and age when so much of our business now is virtual. The great thing about our business is that it's virtual, but I think also for a lot of people, what's hard is that it's virtual. We miss that connection and that accountability. So the 4th step today, and I want you to be thinking about it today and tomorrow, and then on Monday, I want you to grab an accountability partner to run with you for the next 90 days. Now, doesn't mean though it's a friend. One thing I've learned about having an accountability partner is that sometimes friends don't make good accountability partners, right? You need someone who's going to hold your feet to the fire, and on days when you don't feel like it, they're going to call you out, and they're going to say, girlfriend, boyfriend, like, you signed up for the next 90 days. You and I are going to get on Zoom, and for the next 15 minutes, we're going to send some messages. We're going to do some follow-up. And then you're going to call them out as well, right? And hold each other accountable, but also celebrate each other's wins. When you're looking for an accountability partner, you don't necessarily have to be going towards the same rank. You don't have to be in the same season, like same longevity of your business. It can be an upline, a downline, a sideline, but you definitely want someone who's positive and who is all in, just like you are. So that accountability is really, really big. You could even look at some names on here of who's on Zoom, and if someone's showing up on a Saturday for Blitz Day, they're probably pretty committed. So I would be looking for that accountability partner, and then kind of hit the ground running on Monday. So we have only got about, what time is it?
9:13.
Okay, we have about 15 minutes. So we're going to let you guys have 15 minutes to do those 4 things. Your why. You're going to let go of your fear story. You're going to write down your dream big goals, and you're going to be thinking about an accountability partner and really what you're going to commit in the next 90 days. And then at 9:30, we are going to have our very first Jewel trainer, Diamond Lauren Kubeka, is going to be up. So excited. She is actually going to be training about something her team does that has had incredible success, and she's going to let us in on the secrets of exactly how they do it. So I'm really excited. So we'll see you guys back here in 15 minutes.